Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Panthers going up against the Saints. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this will be taken at the 13. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Saints are going to get a 1st down.
All right, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Let's go. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. 3rd down here. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. He'll drop to throw. It's complete to Flainer. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. 1st down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
And he floated one out there incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And now it's second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And what a grab. That's one, Charles, that kind of leaves you and I speechless up here in the booth.
We used to think we'd see these types of catches once a season. Now I feel like we're seeing them once a game.
That's caught. It's Thomas. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running most of the time.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kobe Fleener, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way hard.
Here's the Panthers punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They're going to look to throw, and that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? He needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So this
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. We get a look at the Panthers defense now. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3 and out. Let's see if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3 and outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here, see if they can force another 3 and out. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Stops her. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Charles Johnson. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's second down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough third down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Caught by Snead over the middle. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll go with a keeper. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
Here we go now.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down now after the pass completion.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Coney Ely in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now. standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and sneak it here. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll come out in the pistol. Back to throw now on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Here we go.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA halftime report. The Saints are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Panthers didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Saints on offense, first quarter winding down. Fleener's the target on the sideline throw. And this play will go for 6. That takes the lead up to 7. 1st and 10. Thomas has got the catch here, and it's going to end up going for a gain of 22. Sticking with the same drive to once again sack the QB. This one ends up as a loss of 11. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome for the start of the second half.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here's Cooks on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He goes underneath to Ingram. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And he got it done in the passing game on that play. It was almost like a run because he caught it right around the line of scrimmage. Either way, he got a big chunk of yards after making the catch.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Charles Johnson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Charles Johnson has played sickle most of his career going after the quarterback. That was his 2nd sack of the game, and most of the time he gets to those QBs with quickness. That's how he gets it done.
He'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right, and avoids the contact by sliding. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not,
here's the Panthers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taking it around the 40. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
whether your offense is struggling or not, they always appreciate a big punt return. A short field to work with tends to make an offense that much better.
We get a look at the Carolina defense as they work their way into position. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Set. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket. But that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Now let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, You can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain? Partner, I think that could...
Here's the Panthers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now a handoff here to his running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And they'll run it here. And some room to roam now. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
It's a pickup of 19, and it'll be first down, Saints.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
Time running out here on the play clock. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Coney Ely in on the tackle. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. 8 yards to go here on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Back to the running game. It's Ingram. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free.
Now let's go.
What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Star Latulele able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
No. Check. Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. Gun. Detroit.
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
All right, now, look at 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught right side, it's Snead. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 3rd and 5. Another pistol look here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He dumps it down to Ingram. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 No. Check! Patriot! Patriot!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The D brought the house. They called the blitz. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And he's got Snead. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Fresh set of downs here.
Single, that's single slot. Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So the grab there by the defense, the holding penalty call. It's a gain of 5.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Back to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.